My Hebrew brothers and sisters, 12 tribes of Israel scattered all over the earth. Welcome back. This is your Murray Yeshua Ben Uriah Israel, and we just want to take this moment to thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. And as I always say, most of all, my brothers and sisters, I want to let you know that we appreciate your prayers. Thank you for praying for my wife and my family, my entire family and me, okay? Just remember that I have three children, 2 sons, 1 daughter, and a bunch of grandchildren, okay? And so, probably, let me see, 7 grandchildren. So, please pray for us, and some scattered, some are in California and in Philadelphia. And so we just want to ask you to continue to pray for us. Praise His name, praise His name. Okay, you know that we are in Psalm 12, a plea for help. And we finish Psalm 12, verse 5. And verse 5, just as a reminder, said, "For the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy, no, will I arise, saith Yahuwah. I will set him in safety, and you set him in safety from him that puffeth at him." So Yahuwah promised to set in safety those who've been oppressed and people puffing at them, you know. We did go through the word puffeth and share some important things there, okay? So we're going to start verse 6. And so we're asking you to always have a pen and a notebook, notepads, and so you can take some, you can take some notes. Okay, all right. We want to start in verse 6. And verse 6 said, that's what it reads, "The words of Yahuwah are pure words, as silver tried in a furnace of earth, purified 7 times." My brothers and my sisters, you know, I remember some years back, we see people say, "Oh, the Bible that you're reading, those words are not original." While they may not be original, in the sense that, they were taken from the Hebrew and was written in Latin Vulgate and in the Greek and all that. And, what we know, and we have history that, certain scholars have taken the word and changed it around to suit what they wanted to say. But let me say, my brothers and sisters, Yahuwah's word, the word that He spoke, right? His original word that He spoke, even though they tamper with it, He said here, "The words of Yahuwah," in the King James Version, He said, "The words of the Lord are pure word, as silver tried in the furnace of the earth, purified 7 times." But we know that this is Yahuwah's word, the Torah, the Tanakh is His word. Recently we adopted the New Testament. Even though most of the New Testament letters were written to so-called churches, and to give them instruction on how to operate, how to live. And many times, my brothers and sisters, we learned and we heard And to a great extent, some of those churches were Gentile churches, mixed in with some Hebrew Israelite people. But we know that Yahuwah's word is pure. His word is pure. He said, his words, they are pure, my brothers and sisters. And he said, it's like a silver tried in the furnace of the earth. Okay, they want to know how if gold and silver is, real. What they did, they put it in the furnace. And what they're trying to do, they're trying to burn off all of the dross. The dross is the dirt, thing that would affect the silver, the gold, and make it not pure. They burn off all of that. And he said, tried. He said, it's tried in the furnace. They put it in the furnace and they tried it. And it's purified 7 times. Yahuwah's word is pure. It's coming from his mouth. His word is pure. The Hebrew word for this word, for the word words here, is the word Imra. Imra. It's Aleph, Mem, Resh, and He. Imra. Imra. And it means his commandment, speech, his words, utterance. And the root word is the same, Imra. And the part of speech and there is in the feminine gender. And the usage is also in the same Imra in the feminine gender. So the word here is, is the word of Yahuwah. And it is pure. And so the word here is one of the 4 keywords that we're looking at. Okay? And notice, my brothers and sisters, that the definition of the word is basically saying is an utterance. Yahuwah is utter. His word, he gives his word. And utterance is speech, his word it is a word of Yahuwah, the Torah. And my brother is derived from same we say Ra. Ra. That's the word, and the feminine. It's in the feminine gender. Okay. All right. Look at the word. It says it's tried. The word of Yahuwah. It's tried. They wanted to test. They want to put the gold and the silver to test. The goldsmith, right? So in cast, there's a cast. The found of the goldsmith. He melts. He melts it. It's pure, and he purge away all of the dross or the dirt or whatever, the impurity from it. Right? He tried it. To fuse and that is, he refined it, and literally or figuratively. And so the Hebrew word here is arap. Arap. And arap. And it's like but I didn't say Arab, I said Sarap. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Sarap. It's like you're saying S, but it's ST. It's like a STZ together. Sarap. That's what the pronunciation of it. And It is Sadie, Resh, and Pay. And the word here, my brother, my sister, is saying that it is a part of a speech. You know, the root word is the same, it has not changed. Sarah. And it is Zain, Resh, and Pay. And of course, the vowel, you know, you have the vowel markations that give you that sound. You know, for those who is really for those who learning Hebrew are, you know, it's one of the things that they did in the modern Hebrew. They kind of add the vowels. So, you know, you can learn to read it and understand what it's saying. If you understand you know, if you know the consonants, you know, then you can form the words by putting those vowels in between. Okay? But before the vowels markation, my brother and sister, it was just the consonants, all in capital. And the people know and they understand because that's just what was their language. Okay? All right. And so part of a speech is the verb. And the usage is like to cast or to refine, a refiner, a founder, or just a goldsmith, and it melts, you know, it's pure, it's purged away, to try, and that by definition is to fuse, like we said before in the earlier part of the word, to refine literally or figuratively. All right, and the detailed definition is just a little extra look, you know, and word and the what do you call it, word stems, is like melt or smelt, refine, test, and the cal is a QAL cal is a word stem, right? And we did talk a little bit about, give you an idea about the word stem, like, you know, you can go from past tense, present tense, future tense, you know, past perfect, present perfect, you know, and you talk about continuing, you know, like transitive, active, you know, those kind of things, you talk about those things. And in English, I'm not going to give you a course on that, of course, but I just kind of refresh, you know, your memory and refresh my memory too. Okay, and so you need to test, you know, to prove something true, you know, a refiner of something, a goldsmith. So it's in the participle, and in the nifhal, which is a stem, word stem there, is to be refined, and the peel, it's P-I-E-L, is also a word stem word. It is to be a refiner. Refiner, you know, refiner and the participle are derived from a primitive root. Okay? Alright. And so he said that the YAHUAH'S words pure, right? And as tried is tried, you know, and it's tried and you talk about the earth there. Look at the word in the same verse. Earth is one of the key words that we're talking about. And you say, the earth here is talking about just basically, the Hebrew word is eris. Okay, it's Aleph, Resh, and Arish. Sorry, Aleph, Resh, and Sadie. And the word basically is is saying, uh, as a part of speech, he's talking about like a country. We talk about the field, our ground, our way, the world, or the earth at large, or partively a land. Okay, and the base word is the same, has not changed. And as a part of speech is referred to, they put it in the feminine gender. I don't. Okay, and then the usage like a common, country, earth, field, ground, land, nation, way, wilderness, world. By definition, we talk about the earth at large. Okay, and the detailed definition of the word is basically the same as what we've said before, but a little extra listing here is like the land, the earth, okay, earth and the whole, land, the earth, like the whole earth, as opposed to a part. Earth as opposed to heaven. Earth, we talk about a place where it's inhabited by people, right? The land or the country or the territory, the district or the region. Sometimes you refer to it also as like a tribal territory, and like a piece of ground, land of Canaan, Israel. Could use that as example, and sometimes even use the word. Like I said, the word is used in a wide variety of application, and so sometimes you'll say Sheol, or the land without return. The land without return. People, these are the land under. Talking about like, anything under the south of and the under. If you look at the globe, right, and you see land all around, and you see land up on top of it, but you look underneath it, you're gonna see land under there. So, like Australia and all those places, in the south, don't reel down under. Okay, all right. Just as an example, our city, our city state, and so on. The ground surface of the earth, the ground soil, in phrases, people of the land, okay, and sometimes there's a space, distance of country, measurement, and sometimes a distance, a level of our plain country, land of the living, ends of the earth, almost wholly late in usage, is on the land countryside. Countries are, often in contrast with the land of Canaan, are derived from an unused root and probably meaning, to be firmed. Okay? Right. Look at the word purified. Purified there is a word zaka, and it's Sadie, cough and cough, and of course it has the vowel markings under there. Okay, and the Hebrew word is the same, zaka, and is the part of speech is a verb, and the usage of it is like a fine. I mean, to pour down, to purge, to purify, refine, and by definition to strain, figuratively extract. clarify. So the word purify there. And in detailed definition of the word is, to purify or distill or strain or refine. And then we talk about the word stem, kal, and it is to purify or distill or to strain or to refine. And pl is a word stem, is to purge or refine, and pual is a word stem to refine, purified, and derived from a primitive root. Praise his name. We're going to stop here, my brothers and sisters, and then we'll come back. So we're going to ask you to be a blessing to someone today and walk with the King. Shalom.